Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a process video for you that uses no photos because I haven't gotten them printed yet. And it's also one that is inspired by a Shimelle design that was during one of her lives back in November. So I'm using my new Disney stuff that you saw in my haul video, which I'll try to remember to link below in case you missed it. And I don't really know what happened here because I must have decided to start filming after I already got the base of this done. I went back and looked to see if I had accidentally deleted the video that showed how I put all of this together, this base together. And I don't have anything that was deleted, so apologies for missing out on the gist of the process video, but there is still stuff to see. I'm going to tell you real quick what the base of this is. So basically there are two 4x6 photos. One is vertical, one is horizontal. Always a bit of a challenge. I have another process video where I show you how to use them and kind of the same design. It's an Elle design. That's what you create with the two photos. Except for this one, the one I did was the vertical and then the 4x6 underneath it. This one places the 4x6 next to it. And then there's a bit of pattern paper that goes behind them, and those are matted all together as like a three-piece grid on another piece of cardstock, and then there's yet another piece of cardstock behind that. So it's a little bit of layering going on there to create that base. And then my background is a heart-shaped or heart-patterned piece of Doodlebug paper. I think it's Doodlebug. No, it's Bella Boulevard. Bella Boulevard Bestie. So I've had it in my stash, and I decided to add it to the these Disney papers because there was a lot of red in the Disney papers, and I really liked the way that the contrast looked with this really pretty red heart paper. So this is mainly the Simple Stories, whatever the Disney collection was. Now I can't even remember what it's called, but you saw it in my haul video. And I just did a tag behind the grid of papers, and I added a piece of white and yellow twine from my stash, kind of punched a hole in the top and added the twine. I've got some of the pieces of embellishments around it. There's a phrase sticker that I popped up on some foam dots. I think Ride Pass was not actually a sticker. I think I used a 1-inch circle punch to punch it out of a piece of circle pattern paper. And then I stuck that on there. There's a balloon on there that's from Elle's Studio, their Disney-themed collection. And so basically now I am putting a cluster up the top left corner, and I've got things going along the diagonal. There's another cluster at the bottom right-hand corner. I love working on the diagonal, and that was kind of the inspiration from Shimelle during her live last month. And so I was sort of following along with the basic design of her layout. She always gives you a sketch before she gets started. And so that's what I was really following along with, and then kind of adding in the embellishments where I saw fit. It's a little tricky when you're making a layout and you don't have the photos yet, but before I even got started, I went through my Disney photos to see which ones still needed to be scrapbooked. And then that's how then I started the layout, because I wanted to be able to put a title down, and so I needed to know, like, okay, what do I need? What embellishments are going to make sense for this photo? And here I struggle with those Simple Stories enamel dots. I don't know if it's just me or if it's like all enamel dots. Doesn't seem to matter which manufacturer I'm using. I always have trouble getting the enamel dots up now. So the mini glue dots work in a pinch, except for the teeny tiny enamel dots. The mini glue dots are still just a little bit too big, but whatever. So the title of this is going to be The Pilot, because the two photos I decided to use are of us going on the Millennium Falcon ride when we were in Disneyland over the summer. And I made a note to have these two photos printed in 4x6 size. And once I decide what sizes I want all of the photos, which I guess means that I'm going to have all of the scrapbook layouts completed beforehand, then I will have all of those photos printed, and I am printing them with persnickety prints because I can get sizes like 3x4 from them, so sizes that are not just 4x6, which I really like. I know Shutterfly you can get 4x6 and like 4x4, but I don't think you can also do 3.5x5, or persnickety prints just has a lot more options, and it is a little bit more expensive because with Shutterfly, when you order through the app, the 4x4 and 4x6 photos are free. You only pay for shipping, whereas persnickety prints does not have that option. But it doesn't matter, because for something like this, I really want to make sure that I'm not like printing too many photos and then wasting the money. I want to make sure that I get everything printed that needs to be printed, and I want it all to be in like the right size. So I'm just adding in a few more embellishments to do a little bit of layering. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been to Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I've been to both. My family went to Disney World all the time when I was a kid because my mom was kind of Disney obsessed. And my husband is now the Disney obsessed one in the family. So the two of us have been to Walt Disney World. We've been twice together. We took once with our daughter, and she's also been to Disneyland. So let me know in the comments which ones you guys have been to and what you do for big vacation albums like this. The last time we went to Disney World, I did a 6x8 album. And then I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with this one, and I ended up doing a 12x12 layout with a Shimelle during a Shimelle live. And I was like, oh, well, I guess this album is going to be 12x12 then. But let me know if you guys do 12x12 albums, if you give these types of big vacations their own album, or if you just incorporate them into your regular albums. This one's obviously going to be its own album because I have a lot of photos. It was a 2-week trip, so it was a big one. It gets its own album no matter what size it is. But that's what I'm doing for this one, but it does vary by vacation. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Let me know in the comments that you're here. Just say hi. And if you're new to the channel, I hope that you find this inspiring, whether you are working on your own vacation album or not, or just need like some inspiration for designs and fun scrapbooking stuff. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss out on other process videos. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.